in a Russian shirt. 18 years ago, England kicked off a World Cup campaign here in Marseille with a 2-0 win. Glenn Hoddle was the manager in charge. Glenn, can this young side handle? Sterling. Lallana goes again to the box. The set up, Dele Alli. Just couldn't quite get over it.
There's a great run from Lallana. Come off his perch, seeking in behind the Russian defence, and he just caught it off his shin, didn't he? Couldn't quite get over it and dropped his left shoulder. Here we see him now, really in slow motion. Just couldn't quite.
Into the path of Adam Lallana! Akinfeev, that's all he could do, just beat it up into the air and help it over the bar. Rasping drive from Adam Lallana.
Good change of play from Rooney. Walker does exceptionally well with his pace and his touch. And Adam Lallana's just gone to strike it. He's not tried to pick anything out. He's really started.
Ali. Smalling still in there, and he's been flagged. He's offside.
And we just see him going up there. Is a foul.
Cross towards Ali. Oh, Kane just couldn't quite catch up with it. It's a good chance for Dele Alli, but it almost fell for his Tottenham Hotspur teammate.
Well, it was a great chance, wasn't it? Sterling just checks back on his right, puts an early cross in. Dele Alli doesn't quite catch it. And look at that, it's inches away from Kane. I thought, first and foremost, that he might have been offside, but the flag stayed down.
Shartov will take the free kick. Oh, it's a good header by Ignashevich. Straight at Joe Hart. Sterling. Tremendous run, linking with Danny Rose. Oh, just beyond Dele Alli. Fabulous cross into such a dangerous area, but nobody could quite respond.
And we had so many white shirts in there as well. Sterling does brilliant, doesn't he? Yeah. Really positive, taking on the full-back, taking on the centre-half, and he's running out of space. Clever little, I don't know if Rose gave him a shout. Clever little back heel, and Rose whips it in. It's inches away. Again, look, from
Ali. Walker still forward and onside. Kyle Walker cut back to Adam Lallana. England are making chances.
Lovely football, beautiful football. Again, Walker finds himself in behind the Russian defence. Pulls a lovely ball back to Lallana. He's got to hit the target there. He scuffed it. He's just got to have that little bit more calmness about him. Maybe take it inside, open the angle up, go left-footed, but he keeps getting in there.
Rooney spotting Ali's run into the box. It was well defended in the end by Berezutski. Well spotted, wasn't he? Good pass.
Fabulous, fabulous. Give him runners and he'll pick people out, and Dele Alli, that's what he wants to do. Coming from deep, getting in behind their defence again. Fabulous little ball from Rooney. You give Rooney's
terrific skill. Swept back to Wayne Rooney on the volley. It's punched away.
That's brilliant, and this is the highest that Rooney's found himself up the pitch. He's got himself on the edge of the box. A lovely little first touch, and again straight at the keeper. If he can just shrivel on that a little bit, he goes in the bottom corner, and we're one up. But good to see him on the edge of the
irresistible England pressure. Now the short one. Kane to Lallana. Harry Kane drives it in and drives it straight into the midriff of Igor Akinfeev.
That's better, isn't it? A little short one, caught them off guard. Kane whips it, a super ball again. Cahill.
Away from Shartov, lovely pass. Well left, Rev. Rose drives it in, just beyond Kane. Wow.
Lovely set-up play from Rooney, and Rose decides, I'm not going for the cross, I'm going to drive it across. I don't know if it was sort of a driven cross. I don't think he's going for goal. He's hoping that Kane can get on the end of it. The exasperation of the fans yet again, but they keep building.
Games in 10 years against Slovenia, Sweden and Ukraine, all by a single goal. And this one's not won yet, by any means. But England are turning. Kane. Oh, driven right across the face of goal. Smalling was waiting. Kept to life for Dyer. Sterling! Oh, there was a flag. He is offside. Time stood still there for a moment. He might almost be grateful when he sees the linesman's flag up. It was a heck of a chance.
Yeah, they clear their lines, but they come out and they're not picking up. Just get fortunate that...
Big wide. Wayne Rooney. Wrong side of the netting. The last couple of minutes have been good again for England.
Yeah, they've just got back on the horse again, haven't they? Yeah, Rooney goes for the near post. Just couldn't quite get it up and down quick enough. Definitely improved their performance.
Shot off with the corner. Oh, it's headed back towards his own goal by Eric Dyer, who found the England net in the matchup at Sunderland against Australia.
Just reactions, wasn't it? He didn't feel that he was going to be involved.
Zuba charging with Smalling. It's a good effort. It's not far away from Fyodor Smolov. Zuba caused a nuisance, and the header fell for Smolov.
Well, he certainly did. It was one long punt down to the big Zuba, and there was a hole. There was a gap that appeared, and Smolov found himself in it in a good position.
Danny Rose crossed into Adam Lallana. It'll come from Wayne Rooney. Oh, what a save! What a save! Lallana! Oh, he's hit the post. Extraordinary. There's a flag up. It wouldn't have cancelled out the Rooney goal. That was an incredible save by Igor Akinfeev.
Well, what an opportunity. This first one, first time in the second half, Danny Rose has got in behind, whips it in with his left foot. Rooney coming onto it, lovely, great strike. What a save from the keeper. And Lallana, yes, he is offside. Comes active as soon as the ball comes off the keeper. Onto the post. Oh, so unfortunate. Look at it.
It's Eric Dyer. Bang! Breakthrough! They have hammered and hammered on the Russian door, and Eric Dyer has just smashed it wide open.
Oh, what a wonderful free kick. Well earned by Dele Alli on the edge of the box. We see in a minute, Kane goes over the ball, he's taken all the set plays. This time he just makes the dummy. And Dyer, what a free kick.
Magnificent and merited.
There's a little dummy from Kane. That's super, isn't it? Super. Just caught the keeper, just going to his left a little bit. Just his body weight goes to the left, a touch, but it's enough. It's a fabulous free kick. He hits the target, not in the top corner. You've got to say it's not right in the top corner, but he's hit the target, and it's the bit of fortune that we deserve.
Corin has some space. He's found a cross towards Zuba. That's really good defending by Smalling, but England have a corner to defend.
Yeah, big diagonal, and they get in behind too easily, but good defending from Smalling. He makes sure he stays just on a dog leg in front. Wins that vital header.
Kokorin with the corner. Otherwise by Jack Wilshere, all people. Shartov has to come back to Shaynikov. No real angle for a cross. Now he's got one. Berezitsky arriving. He's equalised. Stoppage time. Cruel, cruel, cruel blow for England. It was Vasily Berezitsky who got up with the header. It was touched over the line, I think, by central defensive partner Ignashevich. It may even across the line. Who cares? Russia are on terms.
Well, it's Shaynikov who just changes the angle, puts in a hold-up ball, and it's a mismatch, really. Rose tries to do his best, gets that header across, and I think it was already over the line. It's a mismatch there, look. The big centre-half just gets above him. It's a good header, you've got to say.
Glushikov it is claiming it, but I think it's Berezitsky's goal.
Yeah, I think so. He thinks so for sure, but what a disappointment.
Get his temperature down.
Yeah, got to calm down. It's a massive blow, but they've got to play with their head still. Make sure they don't lose the game.
England will struggle to believe it. They won't know whether to laugh or to cry tonight. So much of what they did was so good, and they were within moments of claiming a richly deserved victory. But if the prognosis on this England team is potentially good going forward, always a little vulnerable at the back, the final analysis tonight maybe has done very little to dispel that. Bewildered looks on England faces. They know that they did enough to win this game. They know they haven't won it. Final score in Marseille is England 1, Russia 1.